When managing international projects, clarity on financial tools is paramount. The question frequently arises, is Wise a U.S. bank? This is a crucial point, particularly for individuals and businesses operating within the U.S. or dealing with U.S.-based transactions. Let's dissect this query from a project management perspective, breaking down the complexities into digestible components, much like outlining a project scope. Defining the project parameters. What constitutes a U.S. bank? Before we delve into Wise's status, let's establish a clear definition of what constitutes a U.S. bank. In the United States, a bank is typically a financial institution that is chartered by a state or the federal government, accepts deposits from the public, offers lending services such as loans and mortgages, is regulated by agencies like the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC, and the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, OCC, holds FDIC insurance, protecting depositors' funds up to certain limits. These institutions operate under stringent regulatory frameworks designed to ensure the stability and security of the U.S. financial system. Analyzing the project requirements, Wise's operational model in the U.S. Wise, formerly TransferWise, operates under a different model. It's a financial technology company that provides multi-currency accounts and international money transfer services. While Wise facilitates transactions within the U.S. and offers U.S. dollar balances, it's not a traditional U.S. bank. Here's a breakdown of its operational model within the U.S. Licensing and regulation. Wise operates in the U.S. under licenses and regulations that govern money transmission services. It's registered with the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, and holds licenses in various U.S. states. This allows them to legally provide their services, but it's a different regulatory framework than that of a traditional bank. Partner banks. Wise partners with established U.S. banks to facilitate its services. These partnerships allow Wise to provide local bank details for receiving U.S. dollar payments and to process transactions within the U.S. banking system. Money transmission, not banking. Wise primarily functions as a money transmitter, not a depository institution. This means they specialize in moving money between accounts, rather than holding deposits and providing lending services. FDIC insurance. Wise balances are not directly protected by FDIC insurance. The funds are held in partner banks, but the accounts themselves are not insured by the FDIC under the user's name. This is a critical distinction from traditional bank accounts. Multi-currency account functionality. Wise's core offering is its multi-currency account, which allows users to hold and manage balances in various currencies, including U.S. dollars. This functionality is distinct from a traditional U.S. bank account, which typically focuses on a single currency. Project scope clarification. Key differences and implications. Understanding the differences between Wise and a traditional U.S. bank is essential for effective financial management. Here are the key distinctions. Deposit insurance. Traditional U.S. banks offer FDIC insurance, providing a safety net for depositors' funds. Wise does not provide this direct insurance. Lending services. U.S. banks offer lending services, such as loans, mortgages, and credit lines. Wise focuses on money transfers and multi-currency account management. Regulatory framework. Wise operates under money transmission regulations, while U.S. banks operate under stricter banking regulations. Core services. U.S. banks offer a wider range of services, including savings accounts, checking accounts, and investment products. Wise's core services are centered on international money transfers and multi-currency accounts. Physical presence. Traditional banks often have physical branches, while Wise operates primarily online. Project risk assessment. Implications for users. The non-bank status of Wise has several implications for users, particularly those in the U.S. Fund security. While Wise is a regulated and reputable company, users should be aware that their funds are not directly protected by FDIC insurance. Service limitations. Users looking for traditional banking services, such as loans or mortgages, will need to use a separate U.S. bank. Account usage. Wise is best suited for individuals and businesses that frequently engage in international transactions or need to manage multiple currencies. Transparency. Wise's transparent fee structure and real exchange rates can be a significant advantage over traditional banks for international transactions. Speed and efficiency. Wise's streamlined processes can result in faster and more efficient international money transfers compared to traditional banks. Project stakeholder analysis. Who benefits from Wise's services in the U.S.? Despite not being a U.S. bank, Wise offers valuable services to a variety of users within the U.S. Freelancers and remote workers. Those receiving payments from international clients can benefit from Wise's low fees and local bank details, allowing them to receive payments in U.S. dollars without hefty conversion charges. E-commerce sellers. Businesses selling products or services internationally can use Wise to receive payments in multiple currencies and manage their international finances. Expats and travelers. Individuals living or traveling abroad can use the Wise debit card to spend their money like a local, avoiding exorbitant international transaction fees. Individuals sending money abroad. People sending money to family or friends in other countries can benefit from Wise's low fees and fast transfer speeds. Businesses with international suppliers. Businesses needing to pay international invoices can use Wise to make payments in the supplier's local currency, saving on exchange rate markups. Project implementation. How to use Wise in the U.S. effectively. To leverage Wise effectively in the U.S., consider these points. Understand the limitations. Recognize that Wise is not a bank and does not offer all the services of a traditional U.S. bank. Utilize partner bank details. Use the provided U.S. bank details to receive U.S. dollar payments efficiently. Leverage multi-currency accounts. Use Wise's multi-currency accounts to manage balances in other currencies. If needed, use the debit card wisely. The Wise debit card is excellent for international spending, but ensure you understand the currency conversion process. Compare fees. Always compare Wise's fees with those of traditional banks to ensure you're getting the best deal. Project closure. Key takeaways and conclusion. Wise is not a U.S. bank in the traditional sense. It operates as a regulated money transmitter, partnering with U.S. banks to facilitate its services. While it offers valuable services for international transactions and multi-currency management, it does not provide FDIC insurance or lending services. From a project management perspective, understanding the nuances of Wise's operational model is crucial for effective financial planning. It's a powerful tool for specific needs, particularly international transactions, but it's essential to understand its limitations and how it differs from a traditional U.S. bank. By clarifying these distinctions, we can ensure that Wise is used appropriately within the broader context of a sound financial strategy.